Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the semifinals of the World Tournament 2023. So this is game 2, take 1. Okay, we're hopefully not doing a take 2 for this one, but figured I'd just throw that in there in case we do. So this time Savedbyhim is playing as Free Peoples, and Mol is playing as Shadow Player. So if Free Peoples win, then the set is over and Savedbyhim is off to the finals. If Shadow wins, then we are on to game 3. Okay, so Fellowship, 0 eyes. And we roll 0 eyes, but plenty of monsters, and 2 movement. So that is not bad. So Hapworks and Goblin Men and Nazgul Strike is decent cards. Wizard's Staff turn 1 can lead to some exciting things because it can mean, a safe and, enable a fast start for the Fellowship. It can also delay Gandalf the White, though. So interesting to see how that plays out. Okay, Shadow draws a strategy card. I think that makes a lot of sense. Muster Isengard to war. Pass again. Move troops along as per usual. I would be tempted to skip bringing the Orc over to Moria. Personally, just when I draw Shadows of the Misty Mountains, I usually don't bother then because the 2 Orcs, like the forces of Dol Guldur and Moria put together, total 8 units. So plus the 2 from Shadows of the Misty Mountains is already a full 10 units. So sometimes I skip that half movement. But having, that Isengard unit there so that Devilry Vorthag is playable, it does feel nice. Fellowship moves. Troops keep moving. Fellowship moves some more. Sauron gets mustered to war. Okay, Wizard Staff comes out. Saruman comes in. Okay, use a ring to move one more time, and then they draw into Durin's Bane. Wow, Durin's Bane and Shadows on the Misty Mountains for your card 2 draws. That is some bad news bears for Lorien coming up here. Okay, now we draw Mirror of Galadriel and Faramir. These are some killer cards for both sides. Like, Mirror of Galadriel is such a strong card to get early. Just, increases the odds of getting Gandalf the White sooner by a lot, Wow. Okay, so then the Free Peoples gets all this, movement into Will of the West, and Shadow Player literally doesn't roll one single attack. This is a very good turn for the Free Peoples, for sure. Okay. Free Peoples keep moving. They move twice and they're safe both times. Shadow finishes getting Salvarans to war. Do they have Day Without Dawn? They don't have Day Without Dawn. It's nice to threaten it, though. That's something. Okay, out comes the Balrog. Drawing more cards. Playing Shadows on the Misty Mountains. Makes sense. Using a ring to move again. And missed again. That is remarkable. Okay, Saruman musters up. Fellowship moves again and is hit and blocks with Wizard Staff. So in 2 turns, they did use 2 rings to do it, but the Fellowship has moved 7 times and has lost Wizard Staff for it. So not a single scratch on the Fellowship yet. That is pretty wild. That being said, it might mean that it's a while before Gandalf the White shows up because, Gandalf the Grey is still alive, and who knows how, depending on what the eyes and what the and movement look like next turn, it might not be that easy to kill him. But of course he does have, Mirror of Galadriel in hand, so that helps. Okay. Looks like we reconnected here. 2 movement against 3 eyes, but no Will of the West, so that's still a decent turn for the Fellowship anyway. If they move twice without getting revealed, they could use a ring and just make it to Mordor this turn. But they're hit, and there's a 3, so that is a perfectly happy loss anyway, getting to kill Gandalf very efficiently. Armies keep chugging along. Pass some more. Armies keep chugging along. Fellowship moves and it's hit. I'm just realizing I had to download this and restart it again. I think do the numbers look smaller than usual to you guys? They might look, oh no, wait, or maybe they don't just because I'm zoomed in. Let me know if they look weird or not. Okay, so they are hit and revealed. That is very helpful, I'm sure, for the Shadow Player. Okay, so they take the 2 corruption, declare through Moria, draws a tile for the Balrog, it's a 1, and a trial from Moria, and it's another eye. That feels bad. That feels really bad. Okay, they do Lure and kill Legolas. Yeah, it's like, what do you do as the Shadow Player at this point? Because it doesn't feel likely that you're going to be able to corrupt the Fellowship with such a fast and healthy start, but it also doesn't feel like you're going to be able to outrun them with military. But, I mean, I guess with these Palantirs and these cards, you might as well throw the corruption pressure you can at them. So there goes Legolas. Fellowship hides. Plays the Sealder's Bane, and it's one reveal. That's huge right there. Okay, yeah, because with hiding, and, he could have spent his last ring to move and get into Mordor again here, but I guess it was fairly likely to reveal. It would have been 5 tiles out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 out of 12. So actually almost 50% anyway. So like that's still lucky, of course. Fellowship hides again. And we put rerolls on them just for the heck of it. Okay. So I guess you kind of have some hope corruption-wise now. But they are still only 1 step away from Mordor, and they're at net -5 corruption. Actually, never mind. Okay, that's still hoping for quite something here. Okay, Fellowship moves, and they're hit by that reroll, and it's a 1. So that is good news for the Shadow player. If you are going to do it corruption-wise, then you can play Nazgul Strike to try to hurt them some more on their way in. And of course, you could also threaten Cruel Weather. The Free Peoples might move again and also get hurt by that. Okay, armies keep chugging along. Armies keep chugging along some more. There's a Theoden. I'm a little surprised he didn't play that earlier so that he could, move that and get in the way at Old Forest Road at the same time. Yeah, Free People's moves, and they're hit, and it's a 3. So that is actually the worst case scenario right there, moving and not getting revealed. Because if he'd gotten revealed in, which was much more likely, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 4, so 60% odds of getting revealed, then, he wouldn't have to worry about Nazgul Strike or Cruel Weather. But I guess he clearly doesn't have to worry about Cruel Weather this way either. So he takes a random, and it's Pippin. So, yep, that is suddenly they're at 7 corruption. Okay, so Saruman musters up more on Orthanc. Troops move along, and then we play Nazgul Strike. Makes a lot of sense. And we hit the Fellowship for an eye for 2 reveal. So that is some pretty good value. Another Hobbit, so up to 8 corruption now. And declaring into Mordor, it's Morgul, and the 0 reveal gets taken out. So this is crazy. It's turn 5, and the Fellowship is in Mordor, and there is no Gandalf the White, and there is no Witch King yet. That's surprising. I feel like you don't normally run into, the Fellowship making it all the way here without, the Witch King even being in play. Okay, so 3 eyes in. I think that makes perfect sense. Like, now corruption is really an option, and military speed is really not an option. So, okay. Okay, so the Fellowship hides. I'm a little surprised he didn't hide with the hybrid die like he was thinking at first, because then you could use those 2 Palantirs to play both these blue tiles and then move. Maybe he's thinking he'd rather not move at all this turn. I don't know. Okay. We attack Lorien. And we play, a blue tile. And we attack Woodland Realm. And we move. So, yeah, I'm very confused as to why he didn't, use that other Palantir to play another blue tile. But anyway, an eye for 3 reveals. So I think taking Strider makes a lot of sense there. You really want to kill your companions efficiently at this point. And especially getting down to Gollum, because something like Candles of Corpses could be devastating right now. So getting down to Gollum quickly would help a lot. Attack Lorien. So now the Elves are at war. Swarm of Bats against charge. 1 hit for Shadow, 2 hits for Free Peoples. That's, I think, slightly lucky for Free Peoples anyway. Out comes the Witch King. Troops move around a little bit more. And then we use a ring to bring in the mouth as well. I think that makes a lot of sense. Just having more dice to roll more eyes with next turn, because your hope really is in corrupting them out this way. Or, more dice to attack to cycle more character cards with to get more red tiles in there. I think that's the right way forward. Okay, Fellowship okay, 2 eyes in, that makes sense. 2 more eyes rolled. And there's a Will of the West, so there's Gandalf. Turn 6. Turn 5, Witch King. Turn 6, Gandalf the White, which actually isn't that insanely slow, but just what a fast start for the Fellowship, huh? Okay, attacking Lorien, cycling character cards, makes sense. 1 hit. And they don't bother pressing. I guess the downside is they also did not roll a bunch of Palantirs and characters, so they can't play a lot of character cards. I think if I were the Shadow player, I would probably use a ring right now to put that red tile in there, just because, Yeah, there you go. Attacking Lorien again, cycling another character card. 3 hits, that would help finish off Lorien, yeah. Rolling 6s, 10 out of 10, good idea. We'll do again. Okay, play it forward from the east. Musters the dwarves closer to war. Moves armies out. Okay, moves that army down bar. That makes sense. Musters the dwarfs down some more. And moves. Oh yeah, feels good. If the army that conquered Lorien feels strong enough, coming down to get Rohan feels good for sure. Okay, so they chuck I Will Go Alone and Mirror of Galadriel. I think that makes sense. I'd be yeah, keeping that card makes sense. I'd be tempted to maybe chuck scouts, but yeah, I guess because you have 2 scouts and it's like mainly just Dale that you want to scouts away. I guess maybe Fords of Isen too. Maybe Pelargir. Sorry, not Pelargir. Asgiliath here. Scouting away to protect Minas Tirith makes sense. Okay, so 2 eyes in, 3 more rolled this time. Okay, so we play Ents, 1 hit, and file up Galadriel. Move leadership around. Draw another character card. Playing Palantir of Orthanc. Oh yeah, that feels good. Yeah, getting to cycle cards with like these 2 Palantirs here, it feels very good. And he gives up his last ring to get rid of it. That is a reasonable choice. I'm a little surprised by that, but I guess at the same time, when corruption is this important, it's that's very much a big deal. Oh, he draws into candles. That's huge. Okay, so in goes another blue tile, so that helps a lot. Then we attack Woodland Realm and cycling a strategy card because lol, why not? I would have been tempted to cycle Lidless Eye here. Like it is a point in the game where Lidless Eye could be very strong, but at the same time, there's 2 more red tiles out there. So anyway, 2 hits and 2 hits. The 1 roll for weak cut to kill does not get a hit, so bummer. Okay, so they press, no card, 1 hit, 1 hit. So yeah, that's about how you'd expect that to go. And the Fellowship moves, and it's another eye, so that hurts a lot. Yeah, so that's yeah, he says GG because it's probably over there. If he had Morgul Wound, then it would be over for sure here. But yeah, it's very likely that he could just play Candles and kill him right now. Oh, it whiffs though. The 1 in 8, not a hit from Candles there. I really thought that was out. And now he draws Morgul Wound. That's really funny. So actually, saved by him deleting the Palantir there, saved him for at least another turn anyway, because if he'd gotten to redraw off that, he would have redrawn Morgul Wound earlier this turn. So, anyway. Okay. So 1 eye in, 1 more rolled. Hiding in case your opponent just drew Morgul Wound makes sense for sure. So draws another character card because, every bit of corruption makes a big difference. He moves. Let's see, what does the hunt pool actually look like here? You could survive the 2s. Any of the standard tasks you could survive, because 3 you could eat it and reveal with Gollum. But we know, of course, that would actually kill him anyway. The eyes, he can also... Yeah, okay, so technically he could survive any of these, but with us knowing that he has Morgul Wound in hand, any of the 3s or any of the eyes will kill him. Anyway, so let's see what he hits. And it's a red 3, so yeah, that's pretty brutal. Oh, no, wait, no, he's at 11. Oh, no, yeah, okay, so he does technically... Wait, so why are they saying GG? For Saved by Him's perspective. Yeah, okay, now they realize that he can survive this, so yeah. So yeah, he takes Gimli and adds Gollum and reveals, and now he plays Morgul Wound and kills him. Yeah. Yeah, wow, what a turnaround indeed. From, that reveal on step 9, I think made a huge difference here for corruption. If he'd gotten lucky and got missed just a couple more times there, then this would have been maybe a different story, but you never know. Like hitting I red 3 is a pretty savage start. If he'd kept hitting eyes and reds, then maybe he would have died anyway. But that was quite a start. Yeah, no, I get it. Like in hindsight, it's easy to say that the Free Peoples probably should have gone slower, and I guess maybe he should have. But at the same time, when the Fellowship is in such good health, it's very, it feels correct to just run when you're feeling that healthy, because like you don't want to slow down and then maybe run into some bad movement and then get stuck and let the military catch up. Like giving your opponent a chance to catch up always feels bad. So anyway, that was a fast one. As I said, there's just less dice flying around, so we're only 15 minutes in. We're already done. Anyway, let's take a look at the statistics here. So, wow, only 65 dice rolled from the Shadow and 21 from the Free Peoples for combat. There's just not a lot happened here. Yeah, just the Fellowship ran forward and then were murdered horribly. That's our news article for you today. Yeah, cool. Excited to go to game 3, and we'll see if they break our former record of 6 tokens or not. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.